Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana broke above the weekend high and seems to be still moving towards that important 100% Fibonacci extension level that I already talked about on Friday, I think. It's one of the key resistance levels and targets from a Fibonacci point of view, which often acts as a magnet for a price in such a corrective rally. We're going to talk about that in this video. The pullback was only corrective, so that left the door open for higher, only a 3-wave move down. Would have needed one more low for a 5-wave move down. That also keeps the door open for higher. And as I mentioned in yesterday's video, the support area, even though I've slightly adjusted it based on the latest high, but it hasn't changed much, as long as this orange support zone is holding, we don't have a top. So the price can still climb higher against this support region. And the main support level at the moment is $149, which is in both scenarios that I'm tracking, yellow and orange, with orange being, let's say, short-term more bullish. There is no top in place until we break below $149. So only when that level breaks, it's a signal that a top of sorts is in place and that we are probably going to be on our way to test the $119 level again. But for now, as you can see, we're still holding support. And there are two wave counts I'm tracking primarily. First of all, I see this rally as primarily corrective. I could be wrong about that. But that is why I give you support levels as well, right? So what my view is, and I think most analysts should, well, any analyst should do that, because it's so important to always question your work, challenge your own work, and assume you could be wrong, right? Anybody who's following this, following the analysis, I hope you always trade it in a way that, that I could be wrong, that you will recognize I could be wrong, which is why I give you the support levels for confirmation. So as long as we're holding support, the short-term trend is up, right? So whether I now label this as a B-wave rally or it's turning into something more bullish doesn't really matter, because we are still focusing on upside until support breaks. I hope that makes sense. The idea is that we are currently moving in a B-wave corrective rally. If it turns impulsive or something, then yeah, we can adjust the forecast. But for now, we still allow for higher prices against $149 anyway. The idea is, the main thesis is that a third wave topped here around the 18th of March. Then we are now in a fourth wave still. Okay, and I mean, alternatively, some kind of a fourth wave finished here, but then we are still in the main third. So, or actually would have been here because that was a lower low. So I would see this just as an extension of this main third wave, but that's currently not expected. But the main thesis is an A wave bottomed here. We're currently in a B wave corrective rally, which I'm labeling as either WXY structure in yellow wave B. In this case, as mentioned in previous updates, the ideal target for a C wave, so WXY, and then in the Y wave ABC. The ideal target for a C wave is the $184 level here, the 1-to-1 ratio, 100% extension, which indicates that the yellow C wave, which started on Monday the 13th, that this is as long as the yellow wave A. And this is just often a target that's reached. It doesn't have to be reached. It's not a must, but it's the most reliable target we've got, and therefore we are trending still towards that level, which is good to see. Also, obviously it doesn't need to stop there, but the yellow count is, let's say, less bullish than the orange one. And in the yellow one, we're basically in the late stages of that rally. As you can see, we have a 1, a 2, wave 3, wave 4. The microstructure has slightly changed because this turned into a fourth with one more high here. And yeah, above 184, we've got 196 as next resistance and target. But around 184, there is also structural resistance. So I would say at least expect some resistance there. Then we've got the orange count, which is slightly different. In the orange count, we're tracking this as a more extended wave. Wave 1, wave 2. Yeah, so this is A, B, and this is 1, 2, and then A wave up in wave 3, B wave pullback, C wave rally of wave 3, then wave 4, 5. I find the orange one more reliable just because the yellow one is based on the assumption of a WXY structure, and these are typically not the most likely scenarios. Which means that in the orange one, we could easily see it climb above $200, and I'm going to track that as long as support levels are holding. So I keep you updated. Minimally, it takes a break below 149 to suggest that a top of sorts is in place. That's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.